What is going on, guys? Today we are making a burger. Just a simple burger, but a burger just hits the spot. A juicy, nice, big burger. Is there anything better? And we're not just gonna use any regular buns. We are gonna make our own fluffy cloud bread buns. No chance we're lettuce wrapping this thing, because then we couldn't call it a burger. We would have to call it a salad with a patty stuffed in the middle. But with the cloud bread buns, it's gonna be a burger. So I got 3 egg whites cracked right in here. The yolks are not in here. I don't know where they went, but the whites are in here. We're gonna take a pinch of cream retarder and put that right in. This is just gonna help the egg whites whip up and stabilize faster and easier. So if you don't have this, don't worry, don't use it, you'll be good. And you already know what's happening. When the sticks are in the back, there's only one thing to do, and that's to whip and hit leg day. Contain your excitement. I know, the egg whites have been whipped up. Add 10 grams of cornstarch and also add a pinch of salt. We are not going to be adding any erythritol this time or artificial sweetener or any sweetener to this because we want to use it as hamburger buns. We don't want to use it as a sweet cloud bread. So that's just how it's going to be. Don't add any sugar. Keep it savory, keep it good. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Whip number 2 out of 3 starts now. And once the peaks are so stiff, so big that they give you body dysmorphia, you stop whipping and you add some psyllium husk. 5 grams of psyllium husk is all it takes, but if you just sprinkle that in, it makes such a big difference. This gives it that yeasty texture that real bread has, but since it's just egg whites whipped up, it's not gonna be real bread, but this gets it so much closer. This gives it that chewiness and that texture that real bread has without all the stuff that real bread has. You don't have to do this if you don't want to, but I like garlic bread, and if you don't like garlic bread, it's probably because you don't want to have bad breath. But other than that, garlic bread is always good. So sprinkle with some garlic powder. Why not make the hamburger buns taste like garlic bread, you know? And the measurement on the garlic powder is how bad do you want your bread to smell. So if you don't mind if it smells too bad, dump a whole pound in and you'll be good. It'll only taste better. But if you're worried about it, either use a little bit, don't use any, or brush your teeth after. Whip 3 out of 3 starts now. And the thing about the psyllium husk is it makes everything thicker, and so it's gonna absorb all the moisture in this cloud and just make this cloud way fluffier, way thicker, way better. The clouds in the sky have psyllium husk in them, so get some and use it. If you don't have it, you don't have to use it, but just get some and use it. You can divide this in half and make 2 separate buns, but we're just gonna make 1 giant hamburger bun and then cut it in half because that's how it works. So take your entire cloud, put it on some parchment paper, and try to form a bun shape. Look at that igloo. This is gonna be our hamburger bun. Oh my God. Okay. Add some butter extract into the cloud before you do all of this. When you're whipping it, the same time you add the salt, add some butter extract. I literally had this laying here on the counter and I forgot to add it. And it's so frustrating, but don't be like me. Add some butter extract because it's just gonna give it that buttery aroma, that buttery flavor that you want in a nice buttery garlic bread bun. But it's okay that I forgot because it's still gonna be good. This just tops it off and makes it so much better. I don't know why, but it just does. Everything bagel seasoning, it is so much better than putting sesame seeds on a burger bun. Like everything bagel seasoning on a burger bun, million times better. So just sprinkle some on. We're gonna rename this everything but the cloud bread seasoning because that is what it belongs on. This is exactly what you want. And now just take this and toss it in your 350 degrees Fahrenheit oven. For 35 minutes. But while those 35 minutes are going, we got some beef to cook up. Preheat your pan on a pretty high heat. 6 out of 10 for me. I have 200 grams of lean ground beef right here. This stuff is very lean, and that also means it does not have a lot of flavor. It's not gonna be packed with that beefy flavor that you get from an 80-20. I have 96.4 lean ground beef right here. This stuff is pretty lean. The macros are honestly comparable to chicken in terms of like protein content and fat content. It is very low in fat and very high in protein. Usually beef at burger places are 80-20, maybe even 70-30 if they're getting a little crazy. 96.4, you're not gonna get that at any restaurant. It is rare because it's just so lean, and it's also probably more expensive than any other ground beef that you would buy, but it's worth it because it's lean and it tastes better than having a chicken burger. If you want the best burger patty, if you want the best crust, this is exactly what you gotta do to smash it down. This is the easy way. You don't need any extra gadgets. You don't need one of those little smashers. I'm gonna show you the hack. Let's get into it. Wait till your pan heats up and give it a few minutes. Get it really, really hot. Take a bit of spray oil, spray down the center, and you gotta work quick here because, well, you don't have to work quick because your pan's gonna be on the heat the whole time, but mine's not, so I gotta work a little bit quicker. But this is why I get the comment that I talk too much, because I'm talking way too much right now. So take all your beef, plop it right on the center. Okay, it broke into 2 pieces, so combine it into 1 piece. Wash your hands with soap because you just touched raw beef and you don't want to get food poisoning. I know you can eat medium rare steaks, but if you touch raw beef, wash your hands, please. And hopefully your pan is still piping hot, but what you're gonna do is take a piece of foil, put it right on it, and then take a plate and put that right on. And then just press. Press as hard as you can. Use all your force, just try not to break your plate. Maybe don't use a glass plate for this because glass can break if you are too hard and rough with it, but press it down, get that thing smashed in there. And remember, if your glass plate breaks, you cannot eat the burger because you don't want to eat broken glass. I have the immune system of a bull, but it can't handle broken glass. And the plate's gonna be possibly kind of hot, but get it off. And then peel back the foil. And this is what I'm talking about, baby. Right there is exactly what I'm talking about. You get that smashed patty, that nice, thin, even patty. If you're on the heat the whole time, that crust is gonna be absolutely beautiful. But to the other side, sprinkle some salt and go heavy on the salt, because you know, beef needs salt, especially 96.4 beef that doesn't have a lot of fat and does not have a lot of flavor. Use the salt to amp up the flavor. Throw some pepper on there. If you got a pepper cracker, crack the pepper, and a little bit of garlic powder, because this just makes the burger patty taste so much better. And when all that's done, back on the heat, high heat the whole time. This is not gonna be medium rare, this is not gonna be rare, this is not gonna be halfway to well done. This is gonna be well done because that's just how you get burgers. When you go to In-N-Out, when you go to Shake Shack, they're not giving you medium rare, they're giving you well done because it's a smash burger. But keeping it smashed gets all the moisture to stay inside the burger, so it's okay that it's well done because it's still gonna be moist, it's gonna be juicy, it's gonna be good. Unless you forget about it and walk away, then it's probably gonna dry out, so don't do that. It is looking like it is time to flip this bad boy, so wish me luck. This is a big patty cheese. There we go, look at that crust, that golden brown crust right there. Do you see that golden brown crust? That is absolutely perfect. That is exactly what smashing this thing with all your force does. Do not press down on it. If you press down anymore or smash it anymore, it's gonna get super dry and it's gonna just take the moisture and toss it right out of the burger. So you can only smash at the beginning, smash once and not again. And once the burger's done cooking, you just toss it on a plate. Look how massive this burger patty is. It is the size of my hand. So take this, leave it to the side. It's gonna cool, it's gonna chill. The burger, the cloud bread bun is still baking. So let's get all our toppings ready. This is when you can get all your favorite toppings for your burgers. If you want a slice of cheese, throw that on, but I don't. Whatever toppings you like on your burger, the more the better. So just add as many vegetables as you could possibly think of to get this to be more filling, more delicious, more volume, all that good stuff. I'm gonna keep it simple and classy with some pickles, onion, tomato, and some lettuce. And not leaf lettuce. If you like leaf lettuce on your burger, you're a maniac. Like what? You're telling me you like to bite into a burger and a giant leaf just comes at you all at once. It just slides out and then you're left with nothing. You're left with no lettuce for the rest of the burger, and one bite, you just ate an entire salad. Like, no, you don't like that. You like shredded lettuce, so every time you bite into it, only a few shreds come out. This is the way to go. This is the only lettuce you should ever be using for your burger. If you are using leaf lettuce, stop. That is rude, disrespectful. It is not allowed in the burger book. And remember, for tomatoes, you want to use a serrated knife because you got to seesaw this thing. That is what the serrated knife does. Anytime you need to seesaw into anything, you're gonna use this. And anytime you need to just slam down on something, you're gonna use a regular knife. But does it really matter at the end of the day? No, just cut your food. That's all that really matters. Are you guys thick slices of tomatoes or thin slices? I like to have a ton of really thin slices of tomato on my burger. I think a thick slice of tomato just, like, what is that? Why do you want a giant thick slice of tomato? That makes no sense. I feel like it's so much harder to bite. The thinner the slices, the better for everything. That's why we want the shredded lettuce. That's why we want thin slice of tomato. So even if you bite and an entire slice comes out, it's only a thin slice and it works. Versus if you just have one giant slab of tomato on your entire burger and you take a bite and that tomato slides out, then that is a very bad situation that you never want to be in. Let me know down below, do you like pickles or do you not like pickles? Because I absolutely love pickles. This is going to gross some people out, but I can literally sit here and eat this whole jar, and it is delicious. But set some pickles aside to put on your burger. You might not want to just take them right out of your jar and put them on a burger because they're in a lot of juice and you don't want a juicy, sloppy burger. Well, you do in terms of meat, but you don't want like a wet, watery, pickle juiced burger. So I like to just take a few pickles and put them on the cutting board. That extra juice just kind of runs away on the cutting board. It dries out a little bit, and so it makes it way better to put on a burger. And I go heavy on the pickles because I'm a pickle boy. Final stretch, baby, let's go. Look at that cloud bread bun. It is done baking and it looks freaking gorgeous. The texture, oh my God, I'm gonna tell you. Crispy. I like my bread toasted, so cut this thing right in half. Remember that seesaw I was talking about? Bring that thing back and then open her up. Ooh, baby. Look at that inside, so white, so clear, so fluffy. But I like my bread toasted. Always toast your burger buns. The more crispiness, the better. So get your pan heating up. What the heck? I'm telling you. I'm eating the crumbs right now and it literally tastes like garlic bread. It is amazing. When you try this, it doesn't taste like eggs at all. It's insane. It's magical. I've been obsessed with it and you guys have been loving it, so I'm gonna keep bringing it for you guys. Cloud bread is amazing and garlic cloud bread is on another level. Spray your pan with some oil spray, get your burger buns, and toast them. And when the buns are toasted, there's only one thing left to do. Look at that golden brown color. We gotta assemble a giant burger. There's technique involved when you assemble a burger. Guys, comment down below the exact layers of a burger from bottom bun to the patty to all of the toppings to the top bun. Comment your stack below, but this is exactly how I like to do it. The first thing that goes on the very bottom is a little bit of mustard. I am a mustard and ketchup on a burger kind of guy. Let me know your favorite condiments down below, but this jalapeno mustard is freaking amazing. So get a drizzle of that going on the bottom, and then the burger patty goes right on top of the mustard. And then on top of the burger patty, I go tomato. And yes, I'm putting an entire tomato on this burger because the more veggies, the healthier, the better, the more filling. And then on the tomatoes, I go onion. On top of the onions go the pickles. And then you take the top bun and you put some ketchup on it. And come on, G Hughes, like make a squirt bottle. This is such a pain to do this all the time. Nobody wants a glass bottled ketchup bottle. Like that is ridiculous. Come on, G Hughes, you'd save some money if you made plastic bottles. You'd make our lives easier. We wouldn't have to worry about dropping the ketchup bottle and having a bunch of glass pieces on our floor. G, someone, if anyone knows G, by the way, if you're new to this, G Hughes is just the brand of sugar-free ketchup. This guy makes some great sauces and also some terrible bottles. So get your ketchup, spread it everywhere across the top. Oh, I forgot to put salt and pepper on the tomatoes, so I'm just gonna put it on top of everything, but right on top of the tomatoes, you gotta put some salt and pepper just because. Listen to me. And then you take your top bun and you stick all your iceberg lettuce on that ketchup. It just acts as glue. It holds the lettuce together. And then you take everything and you just flip it on top of your burger. This thing is a freaking monstrosity. Do you see my hand? Do you see my head? Guys, I've had a big head my entire life. I was born as a bobblehead, basically. And look at this thing. There's only one way to attack this. No cross-section necessary. No cutting it in half. You guys already know what this thing looks like. It's beautiful. So let's take a bite. I need to get under this with my... Picking this thing up is... Oh my god. It is so heavy. It's insane. All right, let's go. The patty is hanging out. Oh my god. This is one of those things where once you pick it up, you can't put it down. Unless, get yourself a nice cold can of diet soda. Do not open it. Put it in your fridge right next to that mango Pepsi. Get your coffee cup and take a sip. Because there's no reason to have soda when you got coffee on your side. Coffee and burger makes the perfect combo. So I'm gonna enjoy this. Go make a cloud burger. Do not forget the garlic powder in the cloud. It literally makes it, I promise. And I will see you in the next video.